thank you for watching another episode of Stone's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next. Alright, so we've got a new build space. Try to zoom out here a little bit. We spared every expense. I mean, we didn't expend any expense to make a new cardboard-based studio here. We want to do everything we can for the channel and make things more enjoyable for you to watch. But we're not made of money. We do not get our kits for free. We're heavily in the red, so if we're going to keep doing this, we're going to definitely need your support, please. Okay. Well, so yeah, I'll get this camera reset here in a second, and we'll look at this next kit. Okay, this is yet another Temu find here. This is supposed to look like the city of Gondor. This is the city Gondor of, but whatever. That's like typical of Temu. Let's see here. I would show you the entire box, but it's not that interesting, and it has an address label of mine on the side of it, so I'm not going to do that. Let's see here. Looks like we've got a light kit with this kit, which is pretty cool. I had no idea it had lighting on it. It'd be interesting to see what exactly lights up. It is apparently a mini brick kit. Looking at the brick course, I could definitely tell. And then it also says mini right there on it. Did it say it on the front? I didn't notice it. It does, big letters. Yeah, so I like mini brick kits. I find them, they don't take up near as much space. Oftentimes they're pretty good builds, but they can be a little dicey sometimes. We got some stickers. Hopefully it's a sticker kind of sticker. It looks like it probably is. And let's see here. Let's just take a look what we're looking at. So the instructions, I prefer the ones that gray out the previous step. These don't. They just use a red line to try to show you what goes on next. I find that a little more difficult to follow. Not dramatically, but a little bit, so I prefer the other style. But on the bright side, a lot of these mini kits I've done have had poster style instructions. This is definitely book style, which I definitely appreciate. I believe we're looking at numbered bags as well. Yep, bag one. And, yeah, so bag one. I've never seen such tiny little Technic ones like this thing has in it. See if I can show you. That's kind of funny. Let's see, we've been looking at about 117 pages or so of details. Of course, we got to throw some stickers on. I might go ahead and try to do stickers as I go versus trying to throw them on at the end. That feels like saving myself from a disaster there. I wanted to see if it showed you what the lighting brick does. So the lighting brick goes in the base, it looks like. And then I have no idea what it actually oh, okay. If you look down here at the bottom, it looks like there's some lighting at the very bottom gate. So seems like a lot of effort for a small impact, but we'll see. All right, well, we'll get this built for you on camera, and then of course give it a good review when we're done. Before we get building, in an attempt to also try to get us from the deep red into the black, we're trying to show you our favorite candies that we order from Amazon, and of course we'll have the link in the description. Click on that link will not only get you something yummy, it'll also give us a chance to help out the channel. Alright, here, so let's take a look here. This is a multi-pack. I have eaten most of these. They have strawberry and apple and grape in them, and they also have this yogurt flavor. These are... they call them air gummies. They don't seem that airy to me, but they are definitely gummy. These are white in colors. This yogurt flavor is actually quite good. They are not profoundly sweet. Got a bit of tartness to them. Let's take a look at the inside. That's the inside. Basically the same as the outside. On the outside does have a little bit of a, I think, sour granulated sugar type stuff on the side of it. Anyway, these are a very tasty treat. Reasonably priced on Amazon for as good as they taste. And they're nice packages. They give you a very good serving size. And they got the information on the back. So you can give yourself the insulin you need in order to eat this safely, like I have to. Alright, well, let's get it building. Well, the kit is starting off right. It came with its own little mini brick tool, which looks a lot like an actual Lego brick tool. Okay, so here is a full-size brick tool, and here's the tool it comes with.
Underwater.
done. It's a beautiful build, but there are some things you need to know. It's a very highly technical build. It is not for the beginner or either Lego builds or even mini brick builds. This is a mini brick build construction. It is not full-size Lego bricks. You should know that as well. It has been the biggest mini brick kit I've ever built with 1,680 pieces. The bricks perform very well, very Lego-like for a mini brick kit. Certainly the best I've ever done. I've done a lot of LOZ kits, which are my favorite mini brick kits to do, but they aren't quite as good as what this one is performance-wise. Although sometimes the bricks stick together a little too well, which you also will find sometimes with these Lego kits. And I actually have to frequently use a razor blade to pry in between there, despite them providing a brick tool that's the size to those bricks. That said, there are a number of inclined bricks that aren't fully supported here in this little mountainous area in the back. There's just nothing underneath them. So as you're putting them together, they are very delicate and want to kind of collapse on you, which is very frustrating. I prefer, if you were just building this on your own and you couldn't find the bricks to get something done, it'd be one thing to leave something cantilevered, but when you're actually building a kit or designing a kit, you should be able to support all the bricks largely, and they do not. Overall, it was very fun, but with some serious frustrations to be had during the building. It would be an amazing full-size Lego build, though. I would love to convert this over to a full-size Lego brick build. I do love mini brick builds. The one thing I like about them is we have a very small home, so these don't take up a lot of space, but accomplish the same goal of creating a very awesome creation like this guy really is. But yeah, I would love to see what this would look like in a full-size Lego build. Absolutely. It had sticker-like decals on it. Big ones, which I don't like big ones, because if you ever want to take it apart, you're not going to be able to very easily. So that's not my favorite kind of thing, but they do look very nice on there. It also has screen printed bricks of its own. The stickers are actually quite a bit paler, which is, I would say, a down, something it's not great about it, but they still did a fine job with it. A lot of the stickers should be put on before you put the brick on, though, and unfortunately had you try to put them on after you've got these things together, and that was very difficult. So I would definitely recommend looking ahead to see which ones might be the best to apply earlier rather than later. Speaking of which, there were also a number of pieces like this guy here that would just keep falling right off versus trying to put these little tiny pieces in. It would have been better to put those little tiny pieces on before you installed it and then leave some of those the more parts that are more likely to fall off to last looks for when you're finally done. This little guy here will kind of want to pop off fairly easily too. Of course, it's kind of long. I mean, it's just not easy. It's not that hard to have that much of a lever force against it for it to fall off. That's one thing you have to look at too. Oh, and there is a little light in front there that you might see as it goes around. There was no instructions on what or how to run that light. I just remember in the box, see if I can find it here. It kind of looks to me like there was light right there. So, but nowhere else as far as I could tell. So that's where I put the light, and I just kind of stuffed all the rest underneath there somewhere. Yeah, but there was nothing in instructions to tell you where the light went, just only where the lighting brick itself would go, or the light control brick would go. But the biggest thing you need to know is that this has a beautiful result and overall fine build. You will have to endure some frustrations. The first frustrating Lego thing I did was the beautiful Saturn V. I love that thing, but putting it together, there were plenty of times that pieces would drop inside it, and it would require me to have to take it back apart. It's definitely a reason why it is a very high level build. This is the same way. I had two pieces fall in that I had to take the whole backside off for to get to them again, because they just were necessary for the upper part of the build. So that was not great. I almost rage quit, but I got it done nonetheless. All right, well, thank you so much for watching the episode of Snor's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next, and hopefully we help you decide if you want to make one of these. It's called the Bright Serenade. It basically is a Lord of the Rings type structure, and I think they did a really good job with it. Yeah. Well, please consider supporting us on Patreon or on YouTube. For 99 cents a month, you get ad-free access to our videos. Hopefully that 99 cents can help you decide what to love making next. We don't get any of our kits for free. We buy all of our kits, and we could definitely need your support to keep doing this if you'd still like us to help you decide what to love making next. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time.